Let's take a look at creating a named color evaluation test in ColorCheck. We'll begin by selecting Configure ColorCheck up at the top Applications bar. To create a new named color evaluation test, we would select on New, name the swatch type an appropriate name, select our quickset, and select the ColorCheck environment. In this example, we would be using the named color evaluation. To add colors to this chart test, we would simply click on the Add button, and now we can see a list of the colors from our Pantone library. We can choose colors individually by holding down the Control button, or we can hold down Shift and select Arrange. At the bottom of our Pantone library, we will notice a list of all of our user-defined colors that we may have created in the RIP. These can also be selected and added to our test target. In this example, I've already created a specific one named based on a customer. I can edit and see the color patches that I've added to evaluate. Once we've created our named color evaluation test, we can select it and print. We'll be sure to select the proper mode and the proper quickset, and then we'll begin by printing this chart. You'll notice that under the Expires category, the named color evaluation is set to be a report only. Report only means that this will not change your status or verification status in the RIP queue. This will only generate a report on colors you've added to test. Now we'll print our swatch. Once our printing is completed, you'll notice the status is waiting to measure. We will double-click the file, which will open us up into the job properties for ColorCheck, and at this point we'll measure in our color information. When our measurements are complete, we'll click OK to accept the readings, and now we can see our report. We can see the deltas are grouped by values that are specified less than 2 delta E or 5 or 10. We can look in the expanded report by clicking on Report in the lower left corner. Again, we can save this report. That could be printed later or shared. This is our report, which is going to reflect our patches that are 2 delta E, 5, or 10. We can get those categories as far as overall, neutrals, highlights, and midtones. And if I scroll down in this list, I'm able to see all of those custom colors that I added to my named color palette for ColorCheck test charts. Currently, I'm sorting by patch ID, but I could go over to my delta E column and sort based on my delta E's, lowest or highest. And again, we're going to be able to see the percent of delta ranges in our patches. And that is how we create a named color evaluation test target in ColorCheck.